Hello everybody, Rain here with Nerds Templar. How are you doing? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League Season 1. This is set number 9 out of 21. Nearing the halfway point now. This is the red division starting us off. As always, 3 stock, spring themed season this season in the Dreamland. Big and little mushrooms and bunny hoods, high frequency of items. In the red, we've got Pyra 6-1, Pyra and Mythra. King K Rool and Donkey Kong are 6-2. Pit is 5-2. Zelda, Hero, Yoshi, and Terry are 5-3. Simon, Marth, Byleth are 4-3. Dr. Mario is 4-4. Greninja, Brawler, Lucario, Ryu, and Mario are all 3-5. Kirby is 2-5. Young Link is 2-6, and Jigglypuff and Peach are 1-6. Today, we're going to see Greninja taking on Simon to start things off. Mario's then up against Pyra and Mythra. Then Yoshi versus Kirby. Zelda versus Jigglypuff. Brawler taking on Peach. Young Link up against Ryu. And our last 4, we got Terry versus Dr. Mario. Donkey Kong versus Byleth. King K Rool against Marth. And Hero versus Pit. Lucario has got a bye. He's toward the bottom there at 3-5. But let's get into it. Alright, we're starting off with Greninja and Simon. Regular primary skins this time around, set number 9, probably also set number 10, who knows. Greninja, he's 3-5 right now. He's kind of up and down, sort of shows some glimmers of hope and then kind of falters. Right now he's faltered 3 times in a row though to Jigglypuff. That's a pretty hard one to lose there. That's a tough one. That is not a hard match, but a tough loss. The hard ones were Pyra and Mythra, and then Pit afterward, the last 2 he's had. Maybe he can bounce back here, get himself to 4-5. That's not so bad. Almost that 5-5 point where you want to be after 10, and he doesn't have his, Greninja that is, won't have his bye until the second half of the season. Everyone has 1. Everyone's got the same thing going on. Everyone fights everyone else in the division 1 time. 21 people in the division, that means 20 matches for each. 21 sets, that's 1 bye every time. That's how we do it. 4 divisions, all 21 fighters each. Every fighter in it. And wow, look at that substitute. It's not really helping much, but Simon doing really well for himself, kind of falling down to where his buddy Richter is. He's 4-3 right now, Simon, after some losses. Himself, Donkey Kong, King K Rool, those are tough. 2 tough ones. And then Brawler was before that, so he's actually lost all 3 of those in a row. Knocking Greninja out first here. Had a decent lead. Retains that for now, but Greninja just got a super mushroom. Simon's just a block in it. So he was actually 4-0. With a bye in there as well. Before, yeah, losing 3. Both new to the league. See Richter in the yellow, the Simon's counterpart. With Super Mushroom for Simon, that's big. Yeah, set 10 and 11 are going to be the halfway points, depending on if fighters have had their bye or not. It's when everyone's going to start hitting the 10 matches. So we are there, and I think after set 11, for everyone, we're going to check out their division, the lookout for the outlook, that is, for the playoffs. We're also going to then check it out, probably after the yellow set is done. We'll check out the entire thing after yellow set 11, and then also for red set 12 beginning, we'll look at the same thing just to recap it. Ninja knocked out again here. Not great for him. 27 on Simon. 127 that is on his first stock. 28 on Greninja's last. Maybe a flaw. I didn't really see a flawless coming here, but we might see one. start things up. I mentioned recently that we haven't seen a flawless recently, and then we started getting a bunch of flawless victories. Could have another, maybe not. Greninja fighting as hard as he can to stop that from how he does. He got a poison mushroom in the meantime. Simon falling off the map there. And that might do it. Nope, 45 on Greninja. He's back to normal size. Simon does not hit that poison mushroom, but he tried to. 47 on Greninja's last. Simon still a stock advantage. But if Greninja can actually somehow do damage, he's not quite out of this yet. He's slowly slipping though. 75, 82 now on him. Never mind. Simon basically slamming that door shut on Greninja. No chance basically now for him. 97. One big hit, certainly a big mushroom away right there. Simon's got it. Is that going to do it? Yes, it will. I think Greninja also just hit a poison mushroom spawning above him, so not great for that, for him. 5 and 3 for Simon, though. Maybe going to make a little bit of a comeback for himself after falling 3 matches in a row. Prove that he is not so bad. 3 and 6 for Lucario. I mean, 3 and 6 for Greninja. I don't know. Still unsure about where Greninja really belongs. Next up here, match number 2. Mario taking on Pyra and Mythra. And also, you know, about Greninja and Simon. Those are, again, 2 new fighters in the league. So, really, I mean, the entire league is still young. So, Season 1, it's actually Season 2, technically. We had a Season 0 with only some of the fighters. Now everyone's in it, so it's properly Season 1. But we do know a little bit about some fighters, but still not that much. And the ones that are new, we really don't know much about, so that's why, yeah, I'm really not sure about Greninja or Simon, or Pyra, or Mythra, or anybody. Pyra and Mythra being the same right here. Against Mario, and almost instantly knocked out. So that's crazy. I'm sorry I missed it. Probably some Super Mushroom help, I'm sure. But Mario is actually 3 and 5. He was 3rd last season, 13 and 7 in this division. Really did really well, obviously. Same amount of matches, 20 matches last season for everybody. But yeah, this season, 3 and 5, really struggling with all the new fighters here. Pyra and Mythra, you would think he would struggle against the best in the league right now, the division, one of the best in the league for sure. Best in the division at 6 and 1. And you know what? Honestly, there's probably just a few fighters that are there's only Dedede who's undefeated right now at 8-0. The 1 losses are Me Sword Fighter and Isabelle in the yellow. There's Cloud and Ganondorf in the blue. And there's Kazuya in the green. And then there's Pyra and Mythra here. That's it. So really, that's pretty good. It's only 6 of them, and she's 1. But just lost another life to Mario, 3 and 5. Is this going to be... It's already looking like it has been an upset. I think it's over. I don't think it's going to be a flawless. Pyra and Mythra are at 54 right now on their last stock. That's why it's pretty much over. Mario hasn't lost one. 113 on him, though, and a poison mushroom. He will get knocked out once. If Pyra and Mythra can knock him out as quickly twice as he knocked her out, then I guess we would be back to even. That's why it's always possible. If one fighter can do it, then I guess the other fighter can do it the other way around, right? Maybe not always the case if you're talking like King K Rool versus Toon Link or something, but yeah, in other cases maybe. I mean, Young Link, of course. That's this division. King K Rool and Young Link. Toon Link was here last season. He's in the green now. Ooh, nice. So you call the counter of the fireball there. They're actually trying to bring it back here, Pyra and Mythra. I haven't talked much about what's happening because insanely, Mario has just handled this match right from the get-go. Only took about a minute for those first 2 stock, probably, maybe even less. Now, though, 107 on him, 145 on Pyra and Mythra, though, so really, it's basically is over. They already had 50 going into Mario's first life lost, so yeah, they fall off there. Mario takes it, 107 on his second stock still. Wow, that was easy. He's made it look so hard so far, though, this season. Pyra and Mythra have defeated almost everybody, so that's crazy that Mario just steps in and deals with it. Donkey Kong, the only other one to beat her so far, but they were here last season. They're number 4, also 13-7, just behind Mario. Same record, though. They're actually Donkey Kong. He is actually still doing well this season, 6-2. Anyway, Mario is 4-5. Maybe he's not completely out of this. Pyra and Mythra knocked down to 6-2 though. No undefeateds and no 1 losses anymore in the red. This one is going to be a close division, just like last season. It's looking like, especially at the top. Actually, for this one here, we got an old school red matchup and another one like Mario that is faring horribly. That did well last season. 13-7, number 1. Kirby. They were the top 4 were all 13-7, by the way. Kirby, then Peach, then Mario, then Donkey Kong. Zelda 1 match behind them, 12-8, number 5. Yoshi was right behind them, 11-9, number 6, along with Link, who had to leave the division because that's all that could stay. So these guys did fight last season, and as you may imagine, because Kirby did so well, but Yoshi was right behind him, so it really could go either way, right? Kirby, though, won their first time around. He also won the second time around. But now it's the 2-5 Kirby against the 5-3 Yoshi. So has the winning perhaps done something to Yoshi to make him a little less fearful, a little more fearless, I should say. You use the negative, you just go put in the positive, more fearless. Right now, just kind of close. Maybe you would imagine the way things turned out last season, both in the upper half of the red. Only way it can be, of course, an old school matchup from the division of this color, right? We could have old school yellow matchups here, but that would be the bottom of the yellow if they're fighting in the red division now. Bottom of the divisions after Season 0 moved, swapped one to the right of how we usually do them. And so yellow came to red, red went to green, green to blue, blue to yellow. Now we're going to do the middle, though, as I've been saying every time, pretty much. Number 9, ranked 9 to 15, is going to move divisions, so it's going to give them in the middle a better chance of maybe coming to the top of the division in their new place, new home. Already seeing that happening with some of the lower ones, especially the ones that were at the top of the lower half, like Link or Ice Climbers. Ganondorf, Wario, Yoshi getting a return knockout there after Kirby had other way around. Kirby getting the return knockout after Yoshi gets first. Still basically tie game here. Definitely important for Kirby, or he's going to be starting to look like he might be done. 2-6 is not good. Especially, I mean, man, after being first last season. Of course, with first came the bye in the playoffs. Round number 2 came around, and he was able to beat Rob. He also beat Pokemon Trainer in the quarterfinal, and then lost to Captain Falcon in the semifinal. Yoshi knocking Kirby out. Time number 2 here. Got a Super Mushroom. Can't use any more of it here. Maybe a little bit. 93 on him. Kirby can bring it right back to even. Super Mushroom for him. There it is. Mallet to the big nose of Yoshi. And it's 0-17. 1 stock left. Yoshi also made it to the playoffs last season. Had a decent record, 11-9, but he did lose the first round to Mewtwo. Actually had the number 8 to number 9 seed there. Yoshi was number 9. Could not take it against the number 8 Mewtwo. That's alright. New season here. New season. So many new fighters. More than half of the league is new. Over half the divisions are all new fighters. Not even including the the ones that swapped division from last season. Just new fighters to the league in general. Only about a quarter of every division is proper to the same division they were there, you know, in last season. So. Kirby coming in hot with that kick, that super mushroomed kick. Even with all that percent above Yoshi. Doesn't matter, comes back. I'll call that a comeback. What a win. He kept it close that entire time to make it happen in the end. Incredible. Moves to 3 and 5. He still has some life here, guys. He's already had his bye. He actually just came off his bye. Did he just win? No, he lost last before that, but I think he had a few wins right before that. Where were his wins at? They just happened. Yeah, 2 wins before that, then a loss, a bye, and now another win for him. So all in all, he's 3 and 1 his last 4 matches. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Yoshi now 5 and 4, still looking okay. Match number 4. All right, first 3 down. That's our mid card kind of. Here's our low card, quote unquote. The next 3 matches here, going from it's actually like match number 5, 5th best, then 6th, then match 7th best. Now we're in the 8th best, and we'll have the 9th best, and then the 10th best, which is also known as the worst. That's match number 6, moving into then our top 4 matches. That's how we do it every time. At least how we attempt, you know, give or take. You do what we can. It's not always it's an art, not a science. So Zelda here, doing well for herself. 5 and 3. Did well last season in the red. Also, like we said, 12 and 8. She was the one just behind. She was number 5, just behind the 4-way tie in first place, which wasn't an exact tie. Of course, we took into account all the tiebreakers to get number 1 Kirby, number 2 Peach, number 3 Mario, and number 4 Donkey Kong. Which could have been Zelda, but Zelda lost to DK in their last matchup. They had the last one to determine that place. Very interesting. Can't quite remember what she did against the others. She could have maybe even ended up higher up than 4th place where Donkey Kong was, depending on how she, you know, fared against the others in her own matchup. Wow, that was enough to knock Jigglypuff out. I think Jigglypuff had the Super Mushroom there. But Zelda does get it. Zelda now has a Super Mushroom, and Jiggly is back without any invincibility once that happens. So if Zelda wasn't so horrible at that very moment, she may have gotten some nice damage with that mushroom. She doesn't. She's somehow not launched there, though. Ooh, Jigglypuff is poisoned. That'll help Zelda not be launched again, immediately at least. 139 on her first stock. Jiggly supersized now. And it's floating around. Here she comes down, and gives a quick double kick to Zelda. 30 on Jigglypuff only on that second stock, brings it up almost back to exactly even. But Jigglypuff taking huge advantage of that poison mushroom, and not going to get to the knockout quite yet. Jigglypuff, regular size, but Zelda gets the super mushroom. See that a lot. See that a lot. One going back to normal while the other goes to the opposite size. Usually, not always, but many times. Thus, continuing whatever advantage the first had. Jigglypuff there had the super mushroom for a moment, didn't do anything. 37 to 96. Zelda's gotten her cushion lead back, and she just knocked Jigglypuff out again. 37 only on her. She doesn't grab the mushroom though. Oops. There was a super mushroom right next to her, literally a pixel away. Maybe not literally, but you know what I mean. 62 on Zelda, and Jigglypuff with the poison mushroom. Zelda at least hits a Din's Fire while that's happening. Some extra percent, maybe. Definitely some extra percent due to poison mushroom. I don't know for sure, but I think at least 1 or 2, right? Zelda may have this locked down, but still a little early to say. 53 now on Jiggly. Oh, a nice shot there from Zelda. 75, 76 on Jigglypuff, 78 on Zelda with 2 stock. Didn't really talk about anything else. Zelda's 5 and 3 right now. Jigglypuff is 1 and 6, not doing well at all. So It should be an easy win for Zelda. Jiggly's kept it slightly closer than probably she would like. Zelda, again, she was in the playoffs. She lost to Link. She was one of the favorites that lost. So she doesn't have a very good track record there. Does knock Jigglypuff out. Jigglypuff from the yellow division, by the way. 7-13 last season for her. Bottom of it, but there was a big tie at the bottom of that. So there's 3 7-13s from the yellow that moved here, and 4 13-7s that remained here from the red last season. That's funny. So the only other ones were the 12-8 Zelda, 11-9 Yoshi, and the 8-12 Pit, who's doing pretty well for himself. Jigglypuff, it's out. I think she's done. There's no way. There's no way she can come back from that, right? 1-6 now. I mean, I'm sorry, 1-7. You're done. I'm sorry. With only 20 matches, you're 1-7. Zelda, though, 6-3, very, very dominant record right there, 6-3. All right, now it's time for me, Brawler, 3-5, taking on the other one who's probably already done, the 1-6 Peach. Again, crazier than Jigglypuff, because Jigglypuff at least was 7-13 last season. That's understandable. Peach is 1-6, but last season was number 2, 13-7 in the red. Just doesn't make sense. That means she had a bye, and in the playoffs she lost to Lucas. So she also had a very poor playoff experience. Just as bad as Zelda, except losing in the second round after a bye instead of just outright losing in the first round. I don't know which one's worse. Me Brawler, of course, is new to the league, just like all the Miis are. And I believe that he's on a bit of a downtrend himself. Lost the first match, but I think he won. Well, not 3 in a row, but almost 3 in a row after that, maybe. He ended up going 3-3. 2-3, then 3-3, so yeah. Peach, already knocked out once. Me Brawler is up to 73, if nothing else. Peach, maybe, oh, a nice hip after the poison mushroom. 34 on Peach. I mean, if she goes 2-6, and then she goes 3-6, and then she goes 4-6, 4-6 is still kind of manageable at the 500 point. It's, I mean, the halfway point. It's not 500, 5-5, but you're right there. Can manage to go 5-6. That's something. She just needs to win out. You know, she'll be fine. All right, she already loses her second stock. Not great. Super Mushroom on Brawler certainly helped. Kind of just exchanging mushroom blows, whether it's a poison mushroom or a super mushroom, helping or you know, whatever. Right now it's the poison mushroom on Brawler, perhaps helping Peach bring this back to even. No. 50 on Brawler second, 24 already, 34, 49 on Peach's last. Uh-oh. Not good, 55. It's looking like it might be Brawler's all of a sudden. He might just take this one. 53-68, make that Peach is up to 88, and a poison mushroom on her. Brawler is looking to end this right here, right now. The down A misses a nice block there by Peach, but that is not blocked. A flying kick. Connects. Me Brawler, pretty easy one, and as it should be. Match number 5, you're up against the lowest of the low, in fact. Now she is by herself. Never mind, Jigglypuff also lost. They are both still down there by themselves. They're 1-7, both of them. DONE done for the season. And Brawler, though, again, kind of saving himself. 4-5 now, looking pretty commendable. Just needs one more to hit that 5-5 point. It's already did not have his bye yet. He will set 12, though. Here comes our match number 6, though, the worst of them. Young Link, 2-6. Ryu, 3-5. Again, Young Link, he hasn't had his bye yet. He's already 2-6. 3-6 isn't so bad, but 2-7, again, probably done just as much as the 1-7s are. Ryu actually still has a shot here because he's had a couple wins all of a sudden. In fact, yeah, he's won 3 of his last 5, though. get him to 3 and 5. And a chance still to, yeah, salvage this season. Young Link, a nice way to maybe pad that record a little bit, perhaps. We need to win. Right now, it's close still. It's only just begun, but yeah, Young Link's had a couple decent matches, so don't count him out just yet. I think he just beat Dr. Mario. Yeah, that just happened last set. And then actually, did he win 2 in a row? No. Wait. No. One set 5 and 8, so he's 2 and 2. If you want to not count like the first of his 3 matches. I would say both new to the league. Young Link could have been in last season. We picked Toon Link instead. Ryu gets the first knockout here. It wouldn't have been a whole lot different the way it's looking. Young Toon Link was here last season in the red. 3 and 17. Tied for the second worst with Meta Knight and Green. In the league, that is. In the entire league. He was the absolute worst in this division. Young Link was down there for a bit. He's not now, after his last win. Bumped him up there to 3rd to last. Right now, is still remaining tied with Ryu, who's now tiny. 2 stock each, both low percent. Bit of a brawl right now. Apparently there's a new Smash Bros. Going to be coming out for the Switch too, right? I think that may have been confirmed, so as you would imagine, every new Nintendo console needs a Smash Bros. So we're definitely going to continue, we may continue this league, because it's, of course, it's all fleshed out already. Not any new fighters going to be added, so we know what we got, but then again, we can have another different league with everything coming in the new game. That'll be great. Of course, there should be more fighters there too, right? So, and they'll be added. We'll be changing seasons up based on just additional fighters added to the game. It'll be great. Staying current. Young Link needs to, well, press the attack, because right now he's got the advantage. 1 stock left on Ryu. He just turned super. Again, 3 and 6, not great for Ryu, but that is where Young Link would be if he wins this. So really, I mean, both of them would still sort of be in it at 3 and 6. You're like right on the cusp, but at least you have the 3 wins to go with your 6 losses, and it's not 1 and 6 or 0 and 6. That's really bad. 3 and 6 is manageable still. Again, 1 win, 4 and 6, 2 wins, 5 and 6, boom, you're almost 500. Young Link's off the map. Oh, can't get back. 141 on him. He wasn't even launched, though. 78 on Ryu. Can Young Link finish this, or is Ryu gonna get... Oh, no, he's not gonna be able to bring it back. That's a big Young Link. Taking that. Again, I don't know if Ryu got poisoned there at the end as well, but... Man, Young Link just won again. He just won 2 in a row now. And Ryu, I don't know. Ryu, I don't think he's really that bad. I don't know if Young Link maybe just has a little bit of gusto or something. I have no idea, but that's crazy. Again, we're just going to have to wait and see. Maybe a couple seasons in, we'll see how these guys do. By the end of the season, obviously, twice the matches in from now, we'll have much better idea how they'll all be faring. But I think it'll take more than 1 season, guys. So stay tuned, right? Stay tuned is right, though. Now we got the last 4 best matches of the set. Terry here, 5 and 3. Dr. Mario, 4 and 4. The only one of them. Right in the middle. That is by then. Terry did not. He will, though, have his buy set 10. So he's the weird one. Terry there. Terry's going to have buy set 10, so he's actually an early buy in that case, finishing his first half on set 11. the last of the early buys. Yoshi's like the least weird one right after him, who gets to do his 10 sets and then gets the buy in the exact middle of the season, and then gets the next 10 matches. Almost there. We are very close to the halfway point. I can't believe it. It is taking a bit, but we knew it would. By the way, 3 stock have already been gone off the. This is what. Dr. Mario's got 2. He's at 54%. Terry is at 1. So they've just been like flying all over the place. There's no way they were launched. They had to have just fallen off the map. That's insane. Again, Terry is up half. Well, yes, he's up. Yeah, half a game. He would go 5-4. Dr. Mario would go 5-4 if he wins here. Tie things up here. Oh man, Dr. Mario looking really strong. Just falls off the map though. I take it back. Still has 83 on Terry, almost knocked him out, but that changes everything that Dr. Mario now fell off instead. Obviously. The Super Mushroom, though, that will end things. That was a really fast one. For it being a 3-2 match, knockout-wise, of course, Dr. Mario helped that a little bit at the end. For it being that many knockouts, though, 153 match time, ooh, man, they just went at each other. As long as you knock them off far enough, they can't make it back with their up B. That's all it takes. Terry's isn't the best, I guess. Neither is Dr. Mario's, honestly. It's better if he catches you in it, which is pretty much the case for all of them, I guess. But there it is, Dr. Mario, 5-4 for both of them. Dr. Mario up to 5-4, Terry down to 5-4. Both right at the top of the middle. And as we've been saying, this season around, there's no rematch to make up for your loss. There's just one matchup per opponent. In every division, you gotta make it count, because that's your tiebreaker. Donkey Kong versus Byleth. Another great one, should be in the making. 6-2 Donkey Kong. Number 3 right now, retaining his top spot. He was number 4 at the end of last season, number 3 now. Looking great still. Oh my goodness, Byleth though, what a move to start things off. Byleth has been up and down herself. She's 4-3 right now, still looking good, especially after that knockout. Man, that's what you need. Get a knockout like that. Donkey Kong is up B. It gets him a little farther than some of those bad ones, but it's still not the best. There's some really good ones, and it's not Donkey Kong. Byleth, honestly, I cannot remember how hers is. I'm sure we'll find out at some point here. I don't think it's anything too crazy, though. She seems like one of those, again, a lot of those like melee weapon using fighters, their up Bs usually aren't insane. You gotta give them some, you gotta give them some cons, right? They have so many pros about them, like a massive halberd that strikes down Donkey Kong without any problem. Donkey Kong, though, striking Byleth down with no problem with that Super Mushroom. I don't think Byleth really even had that much percent on her, but she's gone for stock number 1. DK trying to tie it up, but he's already at 117. Luckily, makes it back to the map this time. Don't want a repeat. The last one does so again, but in some trouble. Yeah, just stuck in a chain of attacks by Byleth there. Gets the knockout. An entire stock advantage for the 4-3 Byleth over the 6-2 Donkey Kong. This is crazy again here. See another one of the lower records in the good matchups here. Low record taking it over the higher record. That's going to start shifting everything around again. Just like I said, this red division, if this keeps up, everyone is going to be like right neck and neck with each other in the whole top half. Just like it was last season when we had 4 13-7s, a 12-8, and 2 11-9s. And there it is, Byleth, with like no issue at all. Taking out Donkey Kong, number 3 Donkey Kong, just gone, and 2-11, just gone. That's insane. He's 6-3 now. She is 5-3, so still a bit different there because she's had her bye already. But man, that's a great win to pull off there for her. Here we got an interesting one for our second to last. King K Rool 6-2. Number 2, along with Donkey Kong there at 6-2, but he's got the, well, arbitrarily above him because they haven't fought yet, but we'll see now. He might just take that by himself. Soul first, second place, that is. I don't know what in the world he's doing. He's big. He's just big all the time, and Marth was small, so that's probably why. But Marth, doing better here. He's 4-3. He's doing better here than he was in the yellow, although he had... Actually, I think he was around this point, maybe just about the 500 point for a bit earlier on in the yellow last season. Ended up 7-13. That's not as bad as it could have been, I guess. He actually had some chances to maybe stay in the, stay in the yellow, stay and even maybe even make the playoffs. All of them actually in the yellow had the chance to make the playoffs up until the last, maybe second to last set. Okay, roll 106 on him already, 67 on Marth. Taking it to him, but he's got a poison mushroom on him now. Okay, roll cannot connect though. And Marth is now supersized, went medium and then supersized immediately after. Nice. Oh, did he just get the, he got the sword poke, but it's not, is it going to be enough? Wait, he got it again, but K Rool has such a good up B, he just gives up on it. He knows it's not going to work. He got the poison mushroom. K Rool with the first knockout because of it. Super mushroom on King K Rool. He is massive. 170 on him, but he's not going to be launched just yet. Sucked Marth up and shot him out of the gun. 35 on Marth. 170 still on K Rool. 180, but a poison mushroom again on Marth. No! K Rool, oh, 47 on Marth. Doesn't get the launch, but it was kind of close. Oh, look out! Oh, looks again, Marth, he's supersized right after turning back to normal. And he's able to get the first knockout finally because of that. Back to normal, takes a shot from that musket, cannon shooting musket. K Rool trying to get the edge knockout here. 129 on Marth, 138, still doesn't launch him there. Close. Looks like K Rool's just gonna take this one. Not having too much trouble here. Marth needs to rally back. Super Mushroom though, wait a second. Can that do it? Will that be enough for him? No. No, another one though, wait, that one might be 54 on K Rool, 70 now. Another Super Mushroom, Marth picks it up. Needs one more big hit. No, but K Rool keeps getting them. Almost knocked him out with the Super Mushroom on him. 182 on Marth now. Another Super Mushroom, 99 on K Rool. Are you serious right now? With a knockout, he takes the slight lead, even if he's at 182. It's a huge turnaround with this crazy percent. But that's what happens whenever you allow your opponent with that kind of percent to remain on the map. Another Super Mushroom from Marth, and there it is. K Rool goes down. Stock number 2, that is, so he's down to 1. Not to make you think that the match is over, it's not. 203 on Marth. Super Mushroom again on Marth. That's like 7 in a row. Are you serious? It's back to normal. I mean, wow, that's how you gotta win, I guess. Oh man, Poison Mushroom. K Rool does launch Marth. This is crazy. Poison Mushroom on K Rool right after that. Marth has another Super Mushroom, 36 on K Rool. That's it right now. He's back to normal size. Marth, 2 strikes, 3 strikes, 84 on K Rool. Marth back to normal, 1% on him. Marth grabs another Super Mushroom just before it hits K Rool. What? 95 on King K Rool. Poison Mushroom on King K Rool. He somehow blocks that as it's happening, but not the up A standing on that top platform. Goodbye, Kremlin King. Marth is coming to town. Wow. What a match. Marth over King K Rool. Marth now moves to 5-3 himself. That's a fine place to be right now. Drags King K Rool down by his scaly tail to 6-3. Just a half a match behind him now. Incredible. Incredible. And there you have it. I told you, top of this. Here it is, though. Last match of the day. 5-3 hero, a 5-2 pit. in this because, okay, so Pyra at the top lost, King K Rool number 2 lost, Donkey Kong number 3 lost, Pit is number 4, Zelda number 5, she won. Hero, same record, 5-3 as Zelda, number 6, right here. We got number 4 against number 6, and the only one in the top 6 to have won so far is number 5 between them. This is a little crazy. For a couple of beans right now this season, a couple of important magic beans toward their end goal, their Telos. Oh man, that was, I don't know how much that was Pit and how much that was Hero. Hero a little angry about that, it looks like. Comes back with a vengeance, takes Pit out, and we're back to 2 stock 0% each. And here we go. Incredibly important match, not just for them, for everybody. As we always say with these top ranked matches, they're going to open the door for a lot of people, shift a lot of people around in the division. Pit in an incredible position right now to actually take. He would go 6-2. He would be tied with Pyra and Mythra for the top at 6-2. I don't know if they played yet. If they did, I believe Pyra and Mythra won, but I don't think they did. No, they did not. So it would still be, that'd be a great one. 1-for-1. But it's going to be a bit until that happens. We'll even see if it does matter by that time. Looks like it's going to be one of the last ones toward the end. See if Pit can take this one here and even do that, because Hero obviously not an easy opponent to bring down. 3 have done it of 8. Hero no bye yet. Pit had one early. Pit did not make the playoffs in the yellow last season, 8-12. Faring much, much better in the red here. Oh, there he goes though. Hero will take the first stock, or the second stock first this time. See if Pit can retaliate like Hero did last time. Hero has the super mushroom though, that'll help him. Not allow that to happen immediately. Pit very intelligently avoids this poison mushroom, now has a super mushroom of his own to call his. Can he hit Hero though? That's what it is for. He got one in and it wasn't enough. Another super mushroom. Oh, Pit almost flew straight into it from that attack and he didn't get it. Nobody did though, at least for him. 139 on Hero, he's hanging in there. 62 on Pit. This is looking amazing now for Hero all of a sudden. It's looking like his win. There it is. Game. 139 on his second stock. Hero takes that, not easily, but a good victory for sure. Solid win. Pit, I mean, you know, it could have been worse for sure for him. Could also be worse because he's only 5-3 now. I mean, hey, 5-3 is certainly okay. Hero is 6-3 though. So he's going up. He's moving up in the world. Pit is going to be moving down in the world, unfortunately for him. He was number 4. Hero's going to maybe be taking that spot. Zelda's actually probably taking it. Hero will be taking number 5 from Zelda. Zelda moving up to 4. But either way, Pit won't fall too far behind. Some crazy matches. And you're about to find out just how crazy. So after set 9 here, Simon defeating Greninja, Mario beating Pyra and Mythra, Kirby beating Yoshi, Zelda defeating Jigglypuff, Brawler beating Peach, Young Link beating Ryu, Dr. Mario taking out Terry, Byleth destroying Donkey Kong, Marth taking out King K Rool, and Hero beating Pit, Lucario having his bye. Here's where we stand after all of that. Bear witness to these similar records. Pyra and Mythra 6-2, King K Rool, Donkey Kong, Zelda, and Hero 6-3, Pit, Simon, Marth, Byleth, 5-3. Yoshi, Dr. Mario, Terry, 5-4. Me Brawler, Mario, 4-5. Lucario, Kirby, 3-5. Greninja, Young Link, Ryu, 3-6. And then we got the Jigglypuff and Peach at 1-7. But man, whole way to Terry, number 12, Terry, in the middle, past the middle of the division. 5 wins or 6 wins from him on to the top. 5 and 6 wins, that's it. It's insane. And then they got 2 right below them with 4 wins. 4 and 5s brought me, Brawler, and Mario. So it's just insane right now. Donkey Kong has beaten Zelda. Zelda and maybe I think Donkey Kong both beat Hero, so they're locked in those spots right now if all were to end. Lucario did beat Kirby, the 3 and 5s, and Greninja did beat Young Link, and both of them beat Ryu, those 3 and 6s. So that's where things stand. It's insane in this division. Any small change can just upset the entire thing. Honestly, everybody's still in it. Jigglypuff and Peach are really the only ones out of it, and they may not even be out of it, honestly. Not out of the playoffs, that's for sure. Not with how many are going. They're actually only like 2.5, 3.5 games back. Crazy enough. They still have a chance. What are we seeing next set, though? It's going to be the green. We got Diddy Kong taking on Bowser. Piranha Plant up against Villager. Link versus Toon Link. Mega Man versus Lucina. Little Mac versus Corrin. Bowser Jr. up against Sheik. King Dedede versus Shulk. Bayonetta taking on Mewtwo. Kazuya taking on Luigi. And Me Gunner up against Chrom to finish things off there. Wolf is on a bye for them. We're the top of their division. In fact, he's 5-3 himself. These guys, though, after all of this, next up they got set 10. They're just about at their halfway point. We've got Lucario coming in at 3 and 5 up against the 5 and 4 Yoshi. Kirby 3 and 5 as well up against the 4 and 5 Brawler. Maybe a great chance for him to keep on his winning ways. Byleth then coming back. Well, not coming back actually. She had a bye a while ago. Coming from a win though, at 5 and 3, she'll be up against the on the downtrend 3 and 6 Greninja. Then we've got Ryu also 3 and 6 taking on the 5 and 4 Dr. Mario. Peach at 1 and 7 up against King K Rool at 6 and 3. That's not going to be easy for her. And we've got Jigglypuff also 1 and 7, but she has a little bit of a chance against Young Link. But again, 3 and 6 Young Link may be a chance for him to continue his winning ways. Then our last 4, we've got Pit at 5 and 3 up against the climbing 4 and 5 Mario. Marth at 5 and 3 as well, taking on the 6 and 3 Donkey Kong. That's going to be a good one. We still got 2 more though. Simon at 5 and 3, taking on the 5 and 6 and 3 Hero, and then the 6 and 2 Pyra and Mithra versus the 6 and 3 Zelda. Great matches to come. Terry is on a bye. Terry the 5 and 4. So we shall see what is to come with these fighters. Oh man, it's crazy. It's just getting crazier. Stay tuned. Let me know who you think is going to win the next matches. Also check out the Shorts League if you haven't already. Check out all the streams too. Come hang out with us basically Tuesday through Saturday. All in the morning except morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, except Fridays in the evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Randy with Nerds Templar in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League Season 1. Peace out. Goodbye.